Hi, welcome back to the Scent Advocate. I lowered the lights to try and create a mood because tonight I want to talk about fragrances that are dangerous for various reasons. Everything from reactions I've gotten to other circumstances I'll explain when I get into the fragrances themselves. Each is a full bottle from my collection, and I've gotten the most unusual reactions, and when I'm caught off guard, I tend to think of that as a little bit dangerous. You let me know what you think in the comments after the video, and if you like it, please give me a like. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing. On this channel, I like to talk about independent and niche brands, not so much designer or mainstream, anything that pushes the envelope a bit. I'm definitely into. So if that's your sort of thing, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get right into it. The first fragrance that I have in my collection that I think is a little bit dangerous is Selmarine by James Healy. This is a 100 ml. It is an eau de parfum. This fragrance is dangerous because I think it's extremely sexy. When I wear it, I get a very strong reaction from people. This is the most oceanic smell I've encountered outside of actually being near the ocean. This is salt and water, the slightest bit of citrus at the top, but it's not a citric fragrance. This is ocean photorealistic in the most perfect, gorgeous way possible. It opens with maybe a lemon, a fleshy, perfect saline, a human note that isn't musk and it isn't cumin or anything like that. This is a whole different expression of skin and sun and sea and salt. Very basic elements that are evocative and get reactions out of people. I never expected the reactions I got when I wear this. It's probably a warmer weather scent. It's something that you can sweat in. It only makes it more glorious. In warm weather, I would wear this day or night, say if I were on vacation in the tropics. It is not coconutty. It is not suntan lotion or sunscreen. This is ocean straight up in its most basic, glorious form. And on the skin, you just can't get enough. And people say that, wow, you smell so good. You smell so fresh. What is that? And they're not sure why they love it, but they love it. And it's compelling. And you just want to live in it and never stop. Okay, so the the notes for this are lemon, Sicilian bergamot, sea salt, seawater, vetiver, birch, and cedar. Sea salt and maybe a little bit of lemon at the opening. That's it. Absolutely stunning. I don't know why I don't hear about this constantly. The dangerous part is you don't expect to hear what you hear. I mean, people will just come up and touch you. That's the other thing about it. They touch you when you're wearing it. I don't know. Somehow it makes it okay to touch you when you're wearing this. And maybe at no other time, but James Healy, Selmarine, amazing stuff, but be prepared. The next dangerous fragrance from my collection is Commodities Auris. This is an eau de parfum and it is 100 ml. You can see from the back I've made quite a dent in this, but I've had to be careful wearing it because people absolutely go bonkers. The notes are black pepper, coriander, bergamot, carrot seeds, lily of the valley, tea, cedar, patchouli, orris, Madagascar vanilla, and vetiver. I would be inclined to say there are aldehydes in here, but I don't see those listed among the notes. So the orris and the carrot seed really come together for a powdery feel. Maybe it's the combination of the bergamot and the pepper that gives it the levity that you would expect from aldehydes if aldehydes aren't in here. It definitely picks up the powder and makes it a bit more sharp and lively. It tempers it for what really becomes a perfect combination. Something also a bit nostalgic, the fun, the brightness of the 80s. a little bit soapy and clean and perfect comes out in this. There's an undeniable perfection in this formulation. It's just right. There's something about it that's undeniably right and exactly what someone should smell like, a woman should smell like. So it leans feminine. I think this is perfect any time of year. The projection is big, so be careful. The longevity is fantastic. So if you get this fragrance, you are getting a lot of bang for your buck. I don't even know how much it costs anymore. I bought this years ago. It is as wonderful today as it was the day I bought it. What's dangerous is the reactions you get. Like I said, people feel compelled to ask because it is very unusual and reminiscent of something faint but familiar and so wonderful. You don't want to let it get away. You have to know what it is so that you can find it again at some point. And that's what I took away from these encounters with people that stopped me and said, "What are you wearing?" So if you don't like a lot of attention, proceed with caution when you wear Commodities Ars. Next, we have Tom Ford's Soleil de Feuilles Eau de Parfum, and this is 50 ml. Let me see what the notes are. Sandalwood, amber, benzoin, and tuberose. Maybe I get a young coconut in this, a dry, woody coconut, but this is no suntan lotion. This is maybe a toasted coconut, that's why it's dry. It's got pepper, but not a sneezy black pepper. It's ambery, it's musky. I don't get tuberose, maybe a little. Bottom line, this one is a showstopper. When I wear this, again, I get freaky reactions. People come right up to me and say, "Excuse me, but I just have to tell you, you smell amazing." They will lean in and ask me what I'm wearing, and they'll walk away. It definitely is a boost for the day. Who doesn't like to get a compliment? Amazing stuff. The reaction you'll get from people is astounding. Watch out. This stuff is no joke. A ton of bang for your buck with this one. It is Tom Ford Soleil de Feuilles. Next, we've got Couture de Poche Fumavat. This is an eau de parfum and it is 50 ml. Beautiful bottle, by the way. This top is made of wood. It's dark and it makes it look as dangerous as it smells. This fragrance is dangerous because I think it is exactly what a villain would wear, a really gorgeous villain or a dark hero. This starts off Chanel number 5 and some extra citrus. It moves into the galbanum and then ends with a beautiful oak moss. It is a sheep. And those of you who watch this channel know that I absolutely love sheep. So the notes for this are green tea, galbanum, mint absolute, black pine, carnation, Somalian frankincense, vetiver root, leather, oak moss, and patchouli. Stunning stuff. You wear this and you feel dangerous, you feel fierce, you feel like maybe you could do and say things that if you were wearing any other fragrance would be an absolute impossibility. It's that good. It is audacious and yet you could sleep in it. You are intrigued and maybe put off a little bit by the mystery, but you want to be closer to it at the same time. It's a guilty pleasure of its own, for sure. Fumabat by Couture de Poche. Next, Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. This is an eau de parfum, I think, yes, and it is 30 ml. This is dangerous because it's absolutely deadly serious when you wear it. If you wear this with someone, you probably ought to be prepared to party serious, if you'll pardon the expression. Yeah. This is very forward. It makes a statement. It's not something you wear on a first date if you want to have a conventional, uneventful first date. This would be for the date where you expect events. This is a bold musk that starts out with a little bit of an innocent powdery feel. Maybe it's an orris root, and ends with a serious human, gosh, how do I explain it? A musk, but almost a muted animalic. So the notes in this are bergamot, immortelle, magnolia, iris butter. So I think that's the orris that I was picking up. Musk, castoreum, civet, patchouli, sandalwood, cypriol, tonka bean, and vanilla. You definitely get the castoreum and civet in here, and that's the slight animalic. The patchouli gives it a warm, kind of powdery chocolate accord. The tonka bean and vanilla lighten it up a little bit, but this is no joke. It makes a statement. If you know Salome and you know the direction that one goes, this is right there with it. You don't wear this if you intend to leave early or not have your hair messed up. What else can I say? Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. Last among the dangerous fragrances I'm going to talk about tonight is Tom Ford's Ebene Fumé Eau de Parfum 50 ml. Why is this one dangerous? For two reasons. It's incredibly sexy and it smells like a beautiful fire. Smoke, wood burning, and so it's the perfect combination of, oh my gosh, there's an emergency, and oh, I need to be saved from the emergency, so I have to smell really sexy. And I could say this because my husband's a retired firefighter, so this is what he did for a living his whole career, and I have a deep appreciation for the heroic work that he did and all of the wonderful feelings that, imagining those scenarios can bring out in a person. It's a big compliment getter too, in case that interests you. So it smells like a dangerous fire, and it smells like a savior circumstance where, the fire requires you to be rescued and you are. And for me, it's my husband rescuing me, and just wow. The notes are immortelle, palo santo, black pepper, violet, leather, labdanum, papyrus rose, resins, ebony, and gaiac wood. I get a lot of pepper in there. I get beautiful incense. Oh, it's just a smoky, beautiful, perfect fire, and it's got a sexiness to it. So for me, I just kind of imagine that amazing, gorgeous man I married rescuing me from an incredibly aromatic fire. Like other fragrances I've talked about this evening, I've had people just stop me and say, what in the world are you wearing? What is it called? I love it. I want it. What is it? And it is Tom Ford's Fumé Ebene. If you haven't smelled this, you are doing yourself an incredible disfavor. Check it out. So what do you think of these fragrances? Are they dangerous to you? Are there other dangerous fragrances I didn't put in the lineup? If so, please leave me a comment. Tell me whether you've had dangerous experiences with any of the fragrances you've tried or you have in your collection. Just tell me what you think. And if you like the video, please click the like button. Talk soon. Bye.